A warm welcome to all our future students. We're thrilled you've joined us to learn more about where a Monash Arts degree can take you. In this session, you'll learn all about how an arts degree empowers you with the skills you'll need to create real change. We'll introduce you to some of our world-leading alumni currently shaping the future of our globe across an incredible range of industries. You'll meet some of our double degree graduates who strategically combine their arts education with business, science, technology, engineering and maths to amplify their options and launch into exceptional careers. Finally, we'll show you how you can find out more about our recent alumni who in a few short years after graduation are impacting their communities by pursuing their passions and utilizing the vital skills they gained during their studies. So get cozy, settle in, and let's find out how an arts degree is your gateway to your future profession. Firstly, let's talk about how studying arts gives you not only the skills you need to create a real difference to our world, but also the skills you need to thrive in a tech-heavy future world of work. A recent Deloitte Access Economics evaluation on the future work in Australia reported that workers will need to have a combination of adaptable, non-routine cognitive and social skills to compete in the emerging labour market. Just last year, Deloitte stated the future of work is human, interpersonal and creative roles will be the hardest of all to mechanize. Essentially, employers want graduates with human skills. Our graduates leave with transferable skills that are sought after by employers seeking professionals who are globally literate, excellent communicators, critical thinkers, and problem solvers with the ability to be agile and innovative in the face of challenges. All of these skills are essential in leadership. With over 40 majors, Bachelor of Arts provides the freedom for you to explore your passions while pursuing the core and practical skills in your chosen area of study. This means that you'll join the workforce equipped with in-demand skills, giving you a vital edge in a competitive job market. Monash Arts is a community of 75,680 alumni across 130 countries, and today you're going to meet a few of our favourites. First up, I'm going to introduce you to a few of our most exceptional global leaders working at the top of diverse fields including diplomacy, the arts, media, business, and IT. From hearing the stories of these exceptional change makers, you'll see that there's really no limit to where an arts degree can take you. Monash Arts has produced many of our nation's government leaders in politics and public policy, with currently 19 Monash Arts alumni serving in state and federal parliaments across Australia. Our graduates also serve in the diplomatic corps. Monash Arts alumni community includes ambassadors, high commissioners, and consular staff. By developing skills in intercultural competency, international relations, politics, and global studies, they shape relationships between nations and change our world. Our alumni are also leaders in business and IT. We're proud to have entrepreneurs, CEOs, and executives as members of our community working in Australia and across the globe. With over 20 Australian judges who have combined their Monash Arts degree with law, our distinguished alumni community also includes Queen's Counsels, barristers, and solicitors. Our alumni are also leaders in the education and not-for-profit sectors. They're global educators, social entrepreneurs, and committed professionals dedicated to creating social change and a better future for the next generation. As passionate proponents of creative and critical thought, it's no surprise that we also produce global leaders in media and the arts. Our alumni community includes award-winning reporters, journalists and publishers, as well as writers, film directors, musicians and composers. Ready to dive a bit deeper into individual stories behind our Changemaker alumni? Meet Dr. Ben Kiernan, a humanities graduate using his expertise in history to pursue justice for victims of the Cambodian genocide.
Now, human history is peppered with examples of the horrors and injustices of war, conducted both in plain sight and in secret. But should unspeakable atrocities of war be simply left to the history books? Monash graduate, Professor of History at Yale and the founding director of the Genocide Study Program, Professor Ben Kiernan, has over the past 30 years documented the crimes of the Khmer Rouge regime, uncovered the archives of the secret police and worked to bring the perpetrators to justice in front of an international tribunal. If history tells us anything, it's that historians give justice an open-ended timeline.
Our graduates' impact ranges from the global to the local to the domestic. Hear how Monash Arts graduate, Associate Professor Kate Fitzgibbon, uses the skills she learned through her arts degree to combat one of the nation's most insidious issues, family violence.
It was long assumed that family violence carried out in private was none of our business, that what happened in families should remain behind closed doors. But then the doors were opened. Monash researcher Dr. Kate Fitzgibbon has demonstrated through her work that the partial defence of provocation was providing an avenue for men who killed their female partners to avoid a murder conviction. She was instrumental in providing evidence that led to reforming these laws, and as a result, it's now much harder for men to escape the full responsibility of their actions. In criminology, when we fight for change and what's right, we ensure justice and truth are not victims of societal norms.
Monash Arts equips our students to create innovative solutions in addressing global challenges. While studying the Bachelor of Arts at Monash, Sam Loney used the skills he was learning to challenge the status quo and generation gap. He established a youth-run division of the United Nations Sustainability Development Solutions Network.
Imagine if all the energy spent talking about leaving a legacy for future generations could actually be spent on creating one today. Sam Loney did just that. While a Monash student, Sam helped create a global movement of young people passionate about finding solutions to the world's most pressing problems. Challenging the status quo and the generation gap, Sam and a team of Monash students convinced global leaders to establish a youth-run division of the United Nations Sustainable Development Solutions Network. Sam now leads SDSN Youth, which helps to give tomorrow's leaders a voice today. When you have fresh eyes on old problems, generations can work together for a sustainable future.
Our alumni use the skills they developed during their degrees to recognise and tackle inequality, with the intention of improving our world for all. Bachelor of Arts alumna Emma Race realised that there weren't enough female voices in sports commentary, so she decided to change it.
We're 6 women who get together and talk about AFL football. We also talk about social issues through the prism of sport and how important it is for women and girls. We felt that there was no one really talking about the game the way that we talked about the game, so we didn't see ourselves reflected in the mainstream media at all. My name's Emma Race. I'm one of the hosts and the producers of the Outer Sanctum podcast.
Welcome to the Outer Sanctum for another week.
Women actually see footy and sport in a completely different way. It just is a truly inclusive space if you have both genders speaking about something that purports to be our national game and is so pertinent to our national identity and culture.
The Outer Sanctum loved the game, and I don't think until they came along that women who love the game the way I do really had a group of people they could identify with.
I listen to the Outer Sanctum podcast before I come to footy training every Thursday night. Footy's taking off on the field for women, and it's great to have that same sort of diversity in the media. So we've been lacking it for a while, and it's so great that the women are pushing that agenda.
I guess a big question for me was, how do I turn creativity into a career? An arts degree was the perfect stepping stone. At Monash, I was able to try the things I knew I liked, but also have a little go at the things that I was curious about. Find ways that really connect with people, and I think that's what an arts degree is all about as well. It's about connecting, it's about having a look and learning from where we've been and take that into where we're going.
So far, we've talked about how some of our incredible alumni have used their degrees to rise to the top of their fields and create real change. Next, we're going to talk about how combining your arts degree with a double degree in science, technology, education, engineering, maths, or business can help you amplify your career opportunities. Our alumni who've combined degrees are at competitive advantage. They have a unique set of technical, transferable, and unique skills that better position them for future success and career progression. I'm now going to introduce you to members of our alumni community who've undertaken double degrees. They were strategically smart and forward-thinking. They knew that by doubling their qualifications, they were doubling their career options and setting themselves up for long-term success. After graduating with a double degree in Arts and Commerce, Cindy commenced her career at the National Australia Bank and then Goldman Sachs. She then moved to China to forge a career at Google in Shanghai. Cindy attributes her success to her double degree with arts. Let's find out why.
I'm Cindy Gottinger and I lead product marketing here at Google in China. My responsibility is to bring the best of Google's technologies to our users, including advancements like artificial intelligence. And so in a few sentences, what I do is I understand our user, I understand the magic of our products, and I connect the two. Companies are looking for people that are diverse, that are, have different interests and are able to connect the two and able to, display that in the workplace. And, the workplace is becoming incredibly more diverse. We're not just looking for people with business skills, problem-solving skills or, accounting or finance, but it's really about how you can bring outside the box thinking, whether it's through the arts degree, through creative subjects or linguistic subjects. And I've definitely seen that it's benefited my career, and especially in a company like Google where we're hiring people with different backgrounds, and that's what makes solving the issues in the world today so exciting, and we see so much progress because everyone has that different perspective. And I truly believe an arts degree, together with my commerce degree, has put me in that position.
Next up is Arts Science graduate Grace Orange, data analyst at the Australian Bureau of Statistics. Discover how her Monash Arts internship led Grace to be an Indonesian health advocate, triggering real change for hundreds of people in the remote villages of West Java.
62 million people in Indonesia are infected with hookworm, which is the leading cause of anemia worldwide. The report that I wrote, along with consultation with the project officer, stimulated treatment in Cipanas for hookworm. I'm Grace Orange. I'm a data analyst at the Australian Bureau of Statistics and an Indonesian health advocate. Yayasan Usaha Mulia, or YUM for short. They do health and educational and community development projects in 2 rural locations in Indonesia, which target iron status of women and children under 5. Hookworm is the leading cause of anemia worldwide, but they weren't treating for it. If they treated for it, then their iron status would improve and the results of their existing projects would also improve. I spoke with the project officer, said that I would fund it, and that's helping about 250 kids in Cipanas at the moment. It was quite competitive to get the role at the Australian Bureau of Statistics. About 2,000 people applied and only 46 got it Australia-wide. The report really played a huge role in helping me get that because, it gave me the confidence that I could actually solve problems. My Monash Bachelor of Arts has provided me with great research skills, analytical thinking, to be able to look at a big problem, solve it, and tell a story about it so that anybody can understand. Just helping promote development, helping other people. That's where I want to be, having an impact in the community.
Want to know more about our incredible alumni? Head to our Alumni Career Journeys website, where you're able to see how our alumni, from young grads to world-leading professionals, have used their arts degrees to make their mark on the world. With an array of inspirational stories of our recent alumni, you'll discover the endless opportunities that comes with studying an arts degree. By exploring these profiles, you'll see how Monash Arts empowers its students with the technical, transferable and practical skills highly desired by employers in a rapidly changing world of work. Our alumni networks are boundless, and as a student, you'll benefit directly from them. They give generously of their time, sharing their insights as guest speakers and mentors to our students. They serve on the industry advisory boards, participate in global leadership groups, and host interns through our work-integrated learning programs. They're inspirational, and their success demonstrates the breadth of careers possible with an arts degree from Monash. We can't wait to welcome you to our Monash Arts community and see you grow as a student and watch you as you join the ranks of our alumni and head into a rewarding career upon graduation. Together, we can change the world.